Welcome back to another 90 Day Fiancé recap. Let's talk about 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 Day Season 7 Episode 23 Tell All Part 4. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Yeah, this is me with just one cup of coffee. And I'm still sick. I'm still very, very sick. Yesterday, I was on my deathbed all day. Today, I have a little bit of energy because I took a Mucinex and I took a Tesla Pearl and I took 2 Excedrins. And now I kind of feel like a human. I am sweating. I am having to blow my nose nonstop. I was on my bed for 30 minutes this morning as soon as I woke up and I was just blowing. The skin on my nose, raw. It is so painful. You know what? It's okay. I am here to recap part 4 of the tell-all. All right? And we're going to wrap this season with a nice, pretty little bow and never look at it again. Okay, hopefully we never see Brian again. Hopefully we never see Lauren again. Hopefully we never see Tyka and on ever again. So without further ado, let's get into the recap. So we see Faith officially break up with Lauren again, and she's sobbing, she's crying. I also love how Joe was like very nonchalant, and he's like, you'll be fine. Okay, stop crying. And Faith is over there like, I love Lauren so bad. Like, oh, crap. I just got a text message from my mom saying that my dog had diarrhea. Hold on. Sorry. So after Faith officially breaks up with Lauren again, they go on a break because apparently they need to go on another break so that everybody can calm down, grab a little bite, and then they can wrap this shit up. Backstage, Lauren shows a little bit of vulnerability by crying when he's talking about Faith and how he really did love her and how it really is the end of their relationship and he'll do whatever she wants, basically. If she thinks the best thing is breaking up, then he's just going to let her go. And, you know, he was crying and I do feel like those tears were real. I know a lot of people may not agree with me. Now, I'm not saying that makes him a good person or that absolves him of every shitty thing that he did. No, that is not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that I think those tears in that moment were real.
Oh, why are you crying?
Because I love her. What do you mean? A lot? So I know she's hurting a lot.
Lauren.
It's okay.
You don't have gonorrhea anymore. It's okay. I can hug you.
I do think that he uses jokes, smiles, and laughs as a defense mechanism from, I don't know, he just uses it to protect himself. He makes a fool out of himself to avoid going deep. I don't know. That's just my thought. But honestly, I don't care. So the break is over. Everyone's back on stage. And now it's Brian's turn. He talks about how he got right back on the dating app and he met with another woman who was in her 40s. Oh my God, the oldest woman he's ever dated. Maybe that's why he moved on to another woman real fast because he was like, oh my God, 40s. Ugh, she's like almost on her deathbed. By the way, when they showed a clip of their date, did you guys notice he was like, yeah, I'm 51. Yeah, I'm 51 years old. I don't hide my age. I don't lie about my age. I'm 51. See? I didn't lie to Ingrid. Okay, I don't know what the hell that bitch was talking about. I'm very forthcoming about my age. I'm 51. And he's like, how old are you? And she's like, 41. And I swear, you could see the look on his face. He was like, oh my God, 41, you are old.
Desculpa para perguntar, tem 30 quantos anos, pare?
No, God!
I just feel like that whole date was so performative on his age. He was just trying to look good. He was trying to prove Ingrid wrong. And he's just pathetic.
Eu com 51, tá? Bem o segredo, é 51. E de cadeira, você pensou que é de...
I'm feeling different. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling alive. I'm happy. Like I was wanting, like I was deserving something, some attention.
Oh, this is all so cringy because he's clearly doing it to rub it in Ingrid's face, to prove her wrong, to make himself feel better. Like he's right and he's the best and he's been honest this whole time and he did nothing wrong. Like, f you, Brian. F you. And I love how Sean was trying to get a reaction out of Ingrid. Like she was really pushing. I don't know why of all people, she was really pushing Ingrid to have this reaction. And she was like, how does this make you feel, Ingrid? And she's like, I don't care. Good for him. Oh my God, I can't even laugh. I can't because I can feel the cough coming. It's going to tickle my throat. So
okay, I'd like to get Ingrid's response. He said he felt more in 1 hour than he did the last few weeks with you, basically.
No me importa.
So then we meet his current girlfriend, aka victim. Her name is Nati, and she definitely looks more like his age preference, and apparently Natty can't trust him because he's seeing another woman possibly named Anna, so he might be playing the both of them. And on top of that, he's really mean. She's like, yeah, he yells at me sometimes and then he screams, and then a vein pops out and he's shaking and his face is red. And he yells at her because he doesn't like the clothes that she wears. She's revealing too much. He tries to control what she wears. Y'all, remember when he was telling Tiger Lily to not let Anand control what she wears? Yeah, you fucking dumb bitch. You do the exact same thing. Yeah? Yeah, maybe, Brian. Yeah, maybe. Also, why are we focusing so much on him and his love life? Because literally no one cares. Literally. And I'm even more positive that no one cares even more whether or not he's having schmecks with anyone. Nobody cares. Raise your hand if you care. Exactly. But Sean has to ask. She's like, so, Naughty, have you and Brian had sex? And Naughty says yes. He's been so respectful and kind and he hasn't rushed her and blah, 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 bullshit. And Ingrid notes, oh, well, that's really nice because I didn't get that kind of respect. I felt a lot of pressure. And then Brian goes, ugh, is she jealous or something? Ew, bro, listen, use your fucking ears and listen to what she's saying. She's saying that you were pressuring her, you were rushing her. That's not saying that she was fucking jealous, you dumb Ooh, I'm gonna have to censor this one. Be right back. I gotta blow again. I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but right after I blow my nose, I get a wave of dizziness and lightheadedness, and I feel like I'm gonna pass out, and I have to just like sit real still, and I just have to wait until the blood rushes back into my brain. All right, next.
I've had friends that are younger than me that played wheelchair rugby that have already died. I could die tomorrow. So why the don't I live my life every day to the fullest?
This is all I hear. Life is short. YOLO. Nobody cares about your tearful, manipulative speech, okay? This is called manipulation. No one's buying this crock of shit. Now it's time for Joey. Sean says a bunch of Joey's friends were invited to the tell-all, but no one wanted to join. Ha 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 ha! That is so funny. So with that information, Sean deduced that he told all of his friends not to come on the tell-all. And so she asks him, were you afraid that they'd bring something up that you didn't want? And he's like, nope. So Sean's like, well, since you didn't let any of your friends come, we're going to play some never before seen footage so that we can ruin your relationship. Okay? Yeah. You thought we were done? No. We are going to get you. So they play a video clip of the pool party that he had before he went to Poland. And remember, that's where we, the audience, met Jill, his ex-girlfriend, who he stayed friends with. And then, this was the never before seen footage. We saw that he had another friend there that he hooked up with. Her name was Stephanie. And the producer got an interview with her and she was like, yeah, we hooked up too. And also on top of that, she was like, yeah, he's a real horn dog. I mean, he's got stamina. He's just a dog. He just wants you. Like, he just can't keep his hands off of any girl. Like, that's the vibe that she was giving. And when he was watching the scene, you could just see his face just drop. He was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I had no idea this interview was being done. I'm pretty sure the friends don't even remember. They looked like they were smashed. And he's like, oh, Magda's gonna give me hell. Like, wow.
There's no way Joe's future potential wife is going to come here for the first time and be okay with the amount of females that surround him on a daily basis. Have you ever hooked up with Joey? Yeah. He's a horny guy.
Oh my God, Joey.
Joe is a horny guy.
Whoa. Okay.
Also, did anybody get the feeling that he felt like he was totally played by the producers? He was like, oh my God. He thought he was getting away with everything by not having any of his friends join the tell-all. And he was like, yep, I have this in the bag. I'm going to be fine. But then they dropped this. So after that video clip, Magda asks Joey if he's been intimate with Stephanie. And he's like, yeah, we kissed. Okay. And Vanya clocks his ass and she's like, are you sure about that, Joey? Because she used the words hooked up and we only say hooked up when we mean sex. And he's like, the longest pause ever. I was like, dude, you are not helping yourself. You are the longer the pause, the longer the beating that you're going to get from Magda. He's such a bad liar. He just sat there and he stared into the abyss and he was like, I don't remember. It was so long ago. Like 3 months ago. I don't remember. Yeah, we did. He ultimately said yes. Oh my God. Bro, just be honest. He looked like his life was being put on the line. He looked so scared. He looked devastated. He probably knew Magda was going to give him hell again for lying again by omission. The dude lied again. And I don't know, maybe his life flashed before his eyes and he was like, oh my God, Magda's going to finally make me choose between her and my friends. And Lauren tried to help by saying, something I did with Faith was I wrote down all the names of the people that I've had sex with, the dates, the times, the locations, and maybe you should do that with Magda. Magda looks pissed, but so does Joey. I think he's super pissed with production and the show for bringing this up. Well, Sean puts a nice little bow on top and says, so just to be clear, Joey, you had sex with both Jill and Stephanie, right?
Joey, you had sex with Stephanie and Jill, correct?
Correct.
He ultimately said yes. Oh, Lord. Listen, I get that he didn't want to tell her because it was, quote, so long ago and it's not a big deal. But damn, he just kept digging himself into a deeper and deeper hole. If he were honest for once, maybe she'd start to trust him a little more. How is she supposed to trust him when he keeps lying? She said to him time and time again, this is the last time. I want to know everything. Let me know which friends that you've had sex with. And he kept lying. Listen, I was on his side when it was with Jill because it was 8 years ago and it was like his high school girlfriend and I just really didn't think that was a big deal. But he lied and he lied again and he lied again. Like, bro, you got to stop lying. Well, the tell-all's over. The end. Okay, so Joe gets all his shit and he dips early. Vanya runs after him and tries to get him to talk on camera and he's like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. And then he leaves. Honestly, I do feel like he was confident that he had everything in the bag because none of his friends were joining the tell-all and that he'd be in the safe zone. But yet, production screwed him over. Maybe production was so pissed that he made everyone turn the car around when they were already running late to their flight to Poland. Remember that? So that he could get some shooters. He lied about forgetting his passport. And production was probably like, oh, you're not going to let us talk to your friends after the shit you pulled? All right, this is what we're going to do. And boom. Can you believe Anand said that he wasn't trying to cause drama and it was just that people couldn't handle the truth? Really? And in true Brian incel fashion, he continues to sloot shame Ingrid by saying something along the lines of how something must have happened. Like, what do you do to have 2 kids with 2 different dads? What's wrong with her? She must have scared the crap out of them. Okay, Brian, okay.
Let's stop the bull acting like we're just Virgin Mary that has 2 babies by 2 fathers. Why did 2 daddies leave you before the baby was 1?
This is Nick Fuentes level. Like, somebody go send him some Nick Fuentes merch because he would love that. They're like 2 peas in a pod.
And something's wrong. Something happened. You scared the out of him.
Sir, you've been married 4 times and you've been engaged a whole other bunch. Please stay sat and roll the fuck away before I kick your dumbass chair into a different dimension. Okay? I'm so sick and tired of the dumbass bullshit that comes out of his mouth.
Thank you. And with that, the tell-all's over and I just happened to watch the next show that rolled over on TLC, and it was a little bit of the pillow talk where some of the current cast joins, and it was kind of fun, but I fell asleep and then I woke up later and watched some of the Grammys coverage. But I just wanted to say I am kind of glad TLC is doing this. They're recycling some of the past favorites and the non-favorites, and I think it's smart to mix and mingle the different seasons and cast together to make more shows so that we can be more obsessed and addicted to this bullshit. But aside from that, I think it's always a pleasure to see Emily and Kobe. I love seeing them on my TV screens. I don't know why TLC is so obsessed with Libby and Andre, because they're always somehow back on our screens. Like, who likes them? We got Cabbage Patch and John and Tim and Veronica. We got Kenny, and they were playing football on the beach, and Cabbage Patch fell and hurt his knee. I didn't think it would be that serious, but he actually ended up tearing a tendon and needing surgery for it. Holy cannoli. I think they need to stop doing such vigorous physical activities, because didn't Colty break his knee or something twice on 2 different occasions? 2 different TLC filming occasions. He hurt his leg twice and needed surgery, and he's like still suffering from that same injury. So after the football game, they head back into their Airbnb for the watch party, and they have a special guest. And guess who their special guest is? It's Brian. Ugh. God, can you imagine? He made fun of Tim's pink sneakers almost immediately. But then when he was questioned about the age of the women he dates, he went back right at Kenny and he was like, how old is Armando though? Oh, that was shade. Okay, that was tea. But honestly, I don't think Kenny was specifically going for a much younger dude. I think he just happened to fall in love with a guy who was much younger. And that's what I'm going to believe. And then I missed the rest of the episode and I fell asleep. But I woke up and I was scrolling on TikTok and I did see some of the Grammys coverage. And oh my God, you guys, Kanye and Bianca. Does anybody else feel really concerned for Bianca? Someone in her life who knows her, like family or friends, needs to check up on her. Is she okay? I don't think she's okay. Someone needs to intervene. I feel like we're witnessing P. Diddy and Cassie 2.0. Like something's not right there. This is so wrong and horrible and terrible. Like, I really don't have, I'm just like shook. I'm shook. And I don't know if you guys saw, but in the beginning, she was wearing a fur coat and they came on the step and repeat and they were taking photos. The photographers, all the paparazzi were taking photos and he tells her to drop the coat. And then she kind of like, it seemed like she was like, no, I don't want to. Like, she was very hesitant and he was like, no, do it. And then she drops the coat and she's butt ass naked, front, top, bottom, everything. And you can hear one of the paparazzi go, whoa. And then they continue taking pictures. They're like, come on, look over here, turn to the left, turn to the right, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, what the fuck? What is this? She's butt ass naked and everyone's still taking pictures and telling her to pose this way, that way. And then they eventually got kicked out. But like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Well, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. If you guys want more bonus content, although actually don't subscribe just yet because I've been sick and I haven't been really posting on Patreon for the last 2 weeks because I've been sick. But I have patreon.com/mythouts if you want to watch archived content or content that I've been posting all along. I will be back this week with this week's episode of The Last Resort and the Pillow Talk. What is it called? Between the Sheets. And hopefully I'll be okay enough to finally record the podcast, Poe and Bo Show. Follow if you guys just want to hear us chat about current events, but like pop culture, not politics, because we all need a break from politics, right? Because our world is going to absolute fucking shit hell and I want to die every day I look at the news. So yeah, and what else can I plug in? That's it. That's all I have for today. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for all your support and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.